Hello and welcome. This is Japan, and I guess this is kind of a little bit different video that we don't do all the time, but it's kind of like a rant slash what's going on type of State of Union type thing here. But Clash at Paris, what is this? Because I feel like at this point, the matches that we thought were going to happen, what we knew were going to happen, have just been completely blown out of the water to honestly doesn't really seem like a lot of good is coming from this. So I guess we'll go with what we know confirmed. We'll go with what we think is coming, and then we'll think about what we can do to make it better. So right off the bat, we know we got the fatal four-way for the World Heavyweight title between Seth Rollins, Jey Uso, LA Knight, and CM Punk. God, it took me a second. I almost forgot. This match, of course, main event. It's going to be great. I think it's not a bad idea. Again, Seth Rollins had all three of those storylines, plus the storyline with Sami Zayn. I feel like should have been a slow burn to go for that. And I honestly think Sami Zayn would have fit better in this storyline instead of Jey Uso. It kind of felt out of place. I mean, he was saying like it's for his rematch, but rematches don't work like that if the person isn't the person that you've taken the title off of. Like, I don't think that's at all or anything that they've ever done before, unless this is a brand new thing for them, I guess. But I just see it as being kind of a stupid thing because this is kind of one of those weird matches. Like, who takes the pin here? Because this is not really a solid thing. Because whoever takes the pin here will essentially be put to the back of the line and just completely relegated to not being able to do much of anything for a little bit of the foreseeable future. I do believe right off the bat so far it's probably going to be CM Punk because CM Punk's had two title matches this year and he can probably recover a little bit. Jey Uso, I feel like if he gets pinned here, is completely buried, and LA Knight is additionally on there. And I don't really feel like Seth Rollins is losing here because it's his first title defense and kind of feels kind of pointless to do. So next up, the other match we know for sure is John Cena versus Logan Paul, which nobody necessarily wants to see this. I feel like this match wouldn't be a bad idea if it wasn't that we don't have many John Cena matches, and especially PLE matches, and this is what we're going to get instead of that. Which I feel like John Cena was on a run where he was facing people that a lot of people wanted to see, a lot of people were happy about, but this is not it for me, at least and not me at all for me. So it makes it a lot harder to kind of be like, where do we go from here? Because pretty much, I think most people wanted him against Brock Lesnar. Even if you don't like Brock Lesnar, at least it would have been something of substance to being like where the storyline was going from there. And then the last match, which we just got from Raw, is a good old Donnybrook match, Sheamus versus Rusev. This should not be on the card at all. I don't even care if it's a 5-star classic. It just should not be here. And honestly, we knew that they were going to put some type of match like that on there, but I feel like we really don't need it when we have two matches with this and the John Cena match that have no title speculations when we have plenty of good title storylines. You're not telling me that we don't want AJ Styles back there with Dominic Mysterio. Like, that match would be perfect, and that's where we're going to go to the rumored matches. But I guess that's not even a rumor match because that doesn't seem to be happening at all. Obviously, the rumor match that it was actually a match, but now it's canceled, is Naomi versus Stephanie McMahon. Now, I don't know where they pivot here. I feel like they have to get the title on somebody else to get them this match, and I think we'll get maybe like a mini tournament or something going that it will be Stephanie McMahon facing whoever is the title holder here. I do think that match still is in place. I feel like they should have at least told if it wasn't, but I think we'll at least get something out of this. I could see them having the finals, like if they have a tournament at Clash at Paris, and then having Stephanie get the next up. But I feel like that kind of sucks and kind of really puts a lot of Stephanie's stuff on the back burner because she's kind of locked into this that she's not having any other things. So, yeah, this is kind of unfortunate and only women's match so far that we thought was going to happen, but it's not going to happen. So let's go into the other rumors. I know they were thinking Bronson Reed versus Roman Reigns. He challenged him at the end of Raw too. I think that's going to be put on here, and that will put 3 matches that just have nothing to do with titles or anything on here. And trust me, you don't have to have a PLE full of them, but I feel like there's got to be at least good storyline. I mean, they're going to be fighting for the Shula Fala. Is that it? Like it's just kind of pointless when you think about it. So I guess we'll see what else happens. I feel like Nikki Bella versus Becky Lynch is also heavily rumored. I'm fine with that. That would fit this perfectly. Like I said, AJ Styles Dom would be a perfect match to put here. The U.S. title is definitely been, Sami Zayn versus Solo Finn should be put on here. I don't think we're gonna get it. I feel like that's gonna be a random SmackDown turn where Sammy just wins it on a random SmackDown, which again not really feeling that type of thing. The women's title, SmackDown is not even getting onto the TV, so I don't see that being a thing. Tiffany's title is kind of not really has like they showed Jade Cargill and Nia Jax. They could put that as a triple threat and put that on there. Again, not feeling that necessarily as with no build. I mean, we still got 2 weeks and 2 SmackDowns before that, so there could be very possibility that we could get it. I would be somewhat fine with that if that's what they're going to do, but honestly, that's kind of what we've gotten. Like, how do you save this? That means none of the tag team titles obviously would probably never be on this anyways, but they're definitely not going to be on here. And yeah, and Cody Rhodes is filming, so there is no Cody Rhodes because Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre would fit here perfectly, but unless he finishes wrapping up filming and gets there, I don't really see where that's coming from. So it's just been this build. I know we every once in a while get a PLE like that, and then these are the ones that actually end up being the banger ones because nobody's excited for it and it ends up being great, but I don't see it here. I see just a lot of random money, matches just to get us to this thing, and maybe the September one will be better. But even then, I just this is kind of ass. So tell me what you guys think. Just sound off in the comments below what you guys think about Clash of Paris and what they can do to fix it. And until next time, this has been Japan. Bye, guys.